What's up, everyone? It's Nick with the BuzzLux YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in today. As you can see from the description of the video, this is my $1,500 gaming PC build. Now, this isn't the best price per performance build out there. This is actually the build I put together for myself. If I was going to buy a gaming PC at this time, this is the build I would go with. Um, So, let's get started here. The case I chose for this build is a relatively new case from NZXT. It's a mid-tower, but it supports full-size ATX motherboards. So it has 7 expansion slots. And I really like this case. It's really clean. It's blacked out inside and out. You can see here from the picture. Very, very nice looking. Huge side panel window. Instead of grommets, it uses this really unique, just a plate here, a glossy black plate, and all your cables just come out of the side right here. A very cool design there. It comes with 2 standard fans, 120 mils, in the top and back right here. Scroll down here. It supports a 280 millimeter all-in-one radiator in the front, which is very cool. It doesn't come with any pre-installed front fans, so keep that in mind. And it's very clean on the front here. There's no ventilation on the front like this, and no 5 1/4 inch bays at the top. So no CD drive, DVD drive bays. But actually, as you can see, there's no ventilation on the sides or front. It actually all comes from the top and bottom. They have this big open vent at the top and bottom. So there's 2 USB 3.0s on the top. Headphone, microphone jack. You can see here the build in it. Very nice looking. And it's compact. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but the dimensions for the case are a lot smaller than your normal mid-tower. So, yeah. Very cool case. And for the price, not bad at all. Alright, moving on. The motherboard I went with is the MSI Z97 Gaming 7. Now, this is a little pricey for a motherboard. You could almost get the Asus Hero, for this kind of a price. But as you can see, it has a rebate here, brings it down a little bit. But this is a really great motherboard. It has lots of high-end features for the price. The power delivery on it is very good. You could save some money and go with the Gaming 5, which you lose a couple of the features and the power delivery isn't as good. But since I'm going with a higher end build here, I wanted to get the nicer board that can do a little bit better with the overclocking. Yeah, has your onboard buttons here, power reset, and a couple others, a debug LED, as well as these voltage read points. If you have a whatever it's called, you can directly read the voltage for different things there. Alright, so very nice looking and has a lot of features. So there's the motherboard I went with. Moving down the list here, the GPU I chose is the MSI GTX 970, the gaming edition. Very nice looking card. One thing I wish they would add with their cards is a backplate. I'm really waiting for that. That would be amazing. Uh, but still looks really nice. Great cooler on it. Overclock's nice. Um, yeah, I'll match the motherboard and the build I'm going for. So, there it is. Alright, moving on. The power supply. Now this power supply here is a great power supply. 10-year warranty on this thing. Fully modular, 80 plus gold certified. These are just great power supplies. It's $150 right now, which is worth it for that. I mean, it's a great power supply. But for a while they had a rebate, like a great rebate that made it like 120 bucks, which is just a no-brainer. That's a great buy for this power supply. It has 70.8 amps on the 12-volt rail, so you could totally do SLI with this, and it's just a great power supply. Take a look at the picture here. It's got some nice nice cables that come with it. They're all black. Nice carrying bag for all the extra cables. It's a nice power supply. Alright, moving on. The processor I chose. I chose the, flagship i7 4790K. And, for this kind of a budget, I really wanted to get an i7. Because with the i7, I know people don't like using the word future-proof with it in terms of computer hardware because nothing's future-proof. But I got this, so down the line, I won't have to upgrade the CPU for a while. I could go a couple GPU generations without upgrading the CPU. And with an i5, you could probably do that as well, but with the overclocked i7, you'll definitely have more future-proofness, I should say, than the i5. So yeah, I went with the i7. My plan is to either do SLI 970s, 6 months after you build this, if you need that a little bit more performance, and then, skip a generation of GPUs and then get another SLI of, the next 70 series cards after you skip that generation, and then your CPU and the rest of your hardware will still be good. You just have to upgrade the GPUs. So definitely will last you a long time with this $1,500 build. Moving down to the RAM here. Really love the look of this RAM. Great timings for the speed. This stuff is actually on sale quite a lot. Sometimes I've seen it with the budget priced RAM, like 70 bucks. So great RAM here. Yeah, it's the G-Skill Trident X, and I did get just the 8 GB kit. You can always upgrade, add another 8 GB kit if you want. But for right now, 8 gigs is plenty. For the operating system, of course, like for the rest of my builds, I add it. It's actually $120 right now, which is strange, but yeah, for this kind of a build, you're pretty much going to want Windows, so if you don't have a key, yeah, you're going to need that. Now, the CPU cooler. I threw this in right off the bat. The case doesn't have front fans, and it's pretty much meant for an all-in-one, and it's just going to look badass. So this is the new Cooler Master Neptune 240M. This is actually one of the best right now. I think the only one this one compares to is the um, what is it? The SwiftTech H220X or 240X. Um, and that one you can't really find anywhere in the States. I think they're still having some legal trouble with patents and stuff, getting them, which is really sad. It's a great cooler, and it's really a bummer that they can't be sold in the U.S. So yeah, but this has a redesigned pump from Cooler Master, which is a lot stronger than nearly any other pump in these all-in-ones on the market, as well as redesigned fans, and these fans are really high-end fans. So it's going to be a great performer. You're going to be able to get pretty much the highest overclock your CPU can do with this cooler. So yeah, great all-in-one cooler there, and my recommendation beside the H220X. All right, now as far as the SSD goes, the same SSD I choose for every build. Uh, Again, why spend more than you have to for an SSD? If one's good price to performance, uh, go for that one. In less than a year, they're going to be cut in half anyways, the price. So normally this is $99. It jumped up $20 the past couple of days for some reason. Before, for like months, it's been $99. Great performer, looks nice. It's going to look really nice in those two SSD slides in the case I chose. 550 megabytes, read, write, good IOPS. A 3-year warranty plus 2 more years if you register it. So great warranty. Yeah, it's going to be a good SSD. As you can see, it's a little bit higher than 1500, but that's mostly part the price hike on Windows and the SSD. But yeah, would be the build that I would personally build. Um, like I'm a pretty big enthusiast of hardware, PC hardware and gaming, so I would spend a little bit extra just to have a more future-proof system. I think this thing would be killer for a while. It's going to be rock solid. You can go SLI when you want to if you decide to, and have a great computer for 1440p or even 4K. And then you could skip a generation, upgrade the next generation. But personally, I would probably SLI 970s and then skip a generation and SLI the next generation 70 cards. So great build, lots of potential here. Yeah. So thank you for checking out my personal build, $1,500 budget. This is Nick with the BuzzLux YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in.